Did you notice that Ortiz was looking a lot cleaner? He's lost weight. He's gotten better shape. He's groomed better. He's really, because before he was like the second coming of Pampiro Firpo, right? He's the only guy I've ever seen that had to shave his teeth.
Well, remember, he lost his hair to Chris Jericho in that big feud.
Well, yeah, but now it's coming out and it's a little more stylish. But still the hair he was shaving his cheekbones on a regular basis, I know. And holy mackerel, I've never seen a guy with hair on his eyeballs like that. But you know, those people are out there, Brian.
Are they really? I have not heard this, no.
They are out there. I used to see some of them at the state fair when I was a kid. You'd go in the tent. Right next to the fat guy was the bearded lady, whatever it may be. But now, folks, if you want to see hirsute individuals covered with hair looking like Lon Chaney Jr. on a full moon, you don't have to go to a freak show at the state fair. All you have to do, if you're a female, that is turn over sideways and look at the lump laying next to you. Men, we got to do something about all the foliage that we got. And you know, it's Thanksgiving time, it's Christmas time, it's the holidays. People are thinking holidays, eggnog by the fireplace, a little candid photography perhaps, some nookie. You never know what's going to go on the holidays. But you don't want to look like a fucking goat or smell like one. And that's why our friends at Manscaped are trying to make your holidays jolly days with the Platinum Package 4.0. Folks, you can do your little drummer boy a favor and use the Lawnmower 4.0 to avoid another silent night in the bedroom. And if you care about your sack as much as Santa cares about his, you want to make sure it's nice and slick and shining and smelling good. The Platinum Package 4.0 has all the products from the best-selling Performance Package, plus the Ultra Premium Body Wash, the Ultra Premium 2-in-1 Shampoo and Conditioner, and the Ultra Premium Deodorant. All this stuff is not only premium, folks, it's also ultra. And you know what happens when you become an Ultra Man? Why, you can do anything. It's the best way to smell fresh, from your Santa hat to your candy cane. Remember the Lawnmower 4.0 body trimmer with that LED light on it? It'll look just like Rudolph's nose flying through the sky, ready to come down your chimney or whatever tunnel or orifice or entryway, breezeway, or otherwise that you would deem pleasurable. You got the Weed Whacker nose and ear hair trimmer. You've also got the Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant and the Crop Reviver Ball Toner. See?
They don't provide the crop.
Fast.
Yes.
They do not provide the crop. They just revive it. But those things can solve your stanky problems all day long. Folks, once they touch your sack, you will never go back. And for the perfect stocking stuffer, the brand new Body Buffer. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The lost cousin of Michael and Bruce Buffer, Body Buffer, will come to your house and he will buff your body right there in front of your entire family. If you go to manscaped.com right now and use the code DRIVE, you're going to get 20% off and free shipping on the Platinum Package 4.0 and the ability to have the runt of the Buffer litter come to your front door and buff you off real good. And if you don't want your kids to watch it, well, send them to the other room.
Why would Body Buffer be the runt of the litter?
He's the runt of the litter because Michael and Bruce, they're so much older and more established. He's still out there going from door to door trying to buff people.
Do you remember this story about how Michael and Bruce Buffer met?
I thought they were brothers.
They say they're brothers. I mean, I'm not doubting it, but they say they're brothers. Apparently, the story goes, Bruce Buffer was watching boxing on TV and saw Michael Buffer and said, "That guy looks like he could beat my brother." And he got in touch and found out he was his brother.
No, you're lying.
I swear to God, that's a story, although they look nothing alike at all.
Well, no, I've noticed a small resemblance, but how the fuck were they brothers and never met each other, and now they're both big-time ring announcers? Well, I guess now Michael Buffer isn't a big-time. Have you ever seen him in years?
I think he's retired. I mean, he's an older guy.
Yeah. So how did this happen?
How did Body Buffer... How did what happen?
How did Michael Buffer not ever meet Bruce Buffer until they were grown-up adult, if they're brothers, if they're really brothers?
I like what happened after that. They
got the same last name, so one was not adopted or whatever the fuck.
I don't know the full in and out of the story, but that's the story. And then at some point they met, and Michael Buffer said, "Wow, you really are my brother. Why don't you become my manager?" It's a weird story. No things.
Bruce
considered.
Buffer is a better announcer than Michael Buffer. Why was Michael Buffer the one to get all the platitudes and the allocades for all you 80s NWA fans?
Because he was doing it in the 80s. And when boxing blew up and so many of those big fights were happening, he was the ring announcer. It was Jimmy Lennon, and then it was him.
I always thought Michael Buffer sucked pond water as an announcer. Bruce is great. He's got all the little mannerisms. Michael tried to be so cool, like he was above everything. Fuck him. Fuck Michael Buffer.
He introduced Bret Hart as Bret the Hitman Clark.
Bret the Hitman Clark. Yeah, he couldn't even read his cards either.
Well, speaking of Body Buffer, Manscaped you were talking about.
I thought we did. Oh, Manscaped.com. 20% off and free shipping with the code DRIVE. So, folks, check your balls with howls of golly this year. Go to Manscaped.
How does that work? Are you supposed to look at your balls and yell golly?
Well, yes, don't you? I've had a variety of people when they saw mine went, golly.
Do you do that to yourself, though? That's what they're saying.
Well, every once in a while, it depends on what they look like.